Good day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Briareos Kerensky and welcome to the unboxing of Fuga, Melodies of Steel Trilogy box. This is a Japanese-only, I think, physical edition of the three Fuga games. And those are games I've never played, but I was always on the edge whether or not to, because of their quasi-steampunk to technology. But what better excuse to at least buy them with a complete physical edition of the three games plus some extras. So let's take a look around the box, and in fact before this, the logo of the game and the title of this edition is printed in reflective gold. I hope you should be able to see it. And yeah, let's take a look around the box. So the sides have these hexagonal patterns with characters from the game, I guess. And on the back, just a stark white background with technical details, and down here the contents of this edition. Fuga 1, 2, 3, of course, in Nintendo Switch version. Then we have a metal figurine of Taranis, I don't know what that is, an art book, soundtrack, and 3 novels. So, let's check everything. Oh, nice. So, this is the... oh, quite hefty metal figure, and the 3 games are presented like this. Hopefully they won't fall. Yeah, they don't. Very nice. Although the first game you have is the third and not the first. 3 games. This is the art book, I would say, and this is the soundtrack CD, and the rest is... oh no! The Trilogy art book, then the small thing is the novels. And here are the 3 games. I see no subtitles to any of them, and there is only a numeral, and I guess this guy here is our main protagonist for all 3 games. Let's go to the back. So, Fuga 1, we have the cast, a few screenshots to describe the game, and more characters for Fuga 2, and the third one is the one with less screenshots to describe the game. Let's check the first inside, and unfortunately it's white with a cartridge. And I don't know if I would have preferred a single cartridge with all 3 games, or this arrangement with 3 different cases is better. I think you can buy these separately, and probably this is why they went this, because there is no... oh, let's check the spine. There is no indication of this being part of this limited edition. And here are the 3 novels. They also have the front illustration continuing to the back cover. Always a nice touch. And I guess who they represent are pivotal characters in their own game. And well, they are short novels, so there is a lot of text here. Let's see if they are like other short novels. And no, there are no illustrations. And I really don't know if these are spoilers to the games or they complement the story. No, I think they are spoilers. Let's see if they go... Yeah, so I think every one of these short, very short novels complement the game at the end of it. Soundtrack CD or CDs, I don't really know until I will open these. And considering that the soundtrack was packaged with the spine like this, I think you can buy these on its own, but I'm not 100% sure. So just 12 tracks. Okay, so it's one CD, I will guess. And this is the spine. So maybe this is just an excerpt of the soundtrack and not a full one, because I don't really think that between three games there are only 12 tracks. And apparently some short versions do not have their full counterpart on this CD. So yeah, this is totally something that is not complete. A bit disappointed about this. Trilogy artbook, and I fear there will be spoilers for this one. And oh, sorry. So this is just glued, not bound, and there is no continuation between front and rear covers. So again, never played any of the Fuga games. I don't really know what the story is, but I think it's a bunch of cutesy characters getting PTSD from the most traumatic experiences ever, which is what Japan does best with cute characters. Hello, Made in Abyss. And I see a lot of characters follow the Dog Days naming conventions, and they have surnames from sweets and other treats. And this is just Gasco Soldier. Oh, maybe it's not a name, I hope, for him. And yes, what really pointed me to the Fuga games are these kind of mech designs, which are rather original, and I also get a bit of Valkyria Chronicles vibe, kind of. End cards. So probably every chapter has the story is presented like an anime series would be, with chapters and ending illustrations for each of them, maybe. If I'm not mistaken, these are available on the Fuga games are available on most formats. For sure Switch and PC, but I don't know about PS4/5. Yeah, that is... Hmm. Yes, this is totally spoiler, and it feels like the games are very, very story heavy. Dinopath. Snipenir. Okay, I like this name. And this is it for the Trilogy art book. And here is the Taranis metal figurine, and box completely white with the exception of this top flap. So let's open this and okay. So black padding and ooh, I wasn't expecting this to be gold/copper colored. The figurine is quite well done. There is a number of fine details throughout it, and I think it has been done in 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 pieces and then glued together. You can see on the bottom there is like the bottom part of the tank, and then the threads are another piece, and the superstructure has probably been stamped in 2 pieces and then I don't know if welded together or what, because on the front I see a very thin flash line for a mold. There are no defects on the figure. Maybe the rear cannon is a bit droopy, but I don't know if that is due to the mold or paint grouping in there. But otherwise, this is a good item. This does not rival, in fact it surpasses things like the Nostromo metal figure found in the Alien collection by Limited Run Games. And yes, it is a nice memento for these 3 games. I really like it. The paint job is very basic. It's just a bit of dry brushing, gold/copper/bronze dry brushing on, I would say, gray metal frame. But for what it tries to accomplish, it's perfectly viable. I would say that this is a very welcome addition to this limited edition. I thought this unboxing would take much longer to do, but in reality there aren't that many items in this Trilogy box. There are the 3 games that unfortunately I think are standard commercial version of them, no special version for this Trilogy box. The soundtrack is probably the lowest point of this collection with just 12 tracks out of 3 games, and I don't really know how expensive the single soundtracks are. The artbook covers 3 games, it is fairly hefty, but I think there was much more art concerning these 3 games. And the novels are a nice extra if you are a fan and of course can read Japanese. The metal figure is the highlight, well done and completely in line with the rest of the game. I think the Taranis will be a centerpiece of all 3 games. A first hour play of the first game will follow because I surely will not play 2 and 3 before completing 1, sorry for that. And in the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing and you'll stick around for more. Briareo Skarensky, over and out.
果てしない空を見つめ